Hello and welcome to the Overcomer series. This series is basically for women who are coming through certain situations, struggles, and we are here to give tips, share our journey on how you can come through your situation or whatever it is that you're coming through. And so here we will have stories, have guests that will share all of the things that they have overcome and come through to help encourage you in where you currently are and helping you come through it. Okay. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about coming from a place of becoming the woman who is content in her own company and enjoys her own company. I recently in our group and a community recently started a solo date challenge. And it's not for just singles. It's for whatever your relationship status is, married, single, whatever it is. And our goal and intention is to really learn, get to know ourselves, spending time with ourselves, creating moments where we just have that space to do whatever, if that's just being silent, and we can sit in our own silence with not the need to have music or have the company of someone else or anything else competing for our focus, and being content in that place. And so that's what the challenge is about. And I'm going to speak from that place today because that was definitely a challenge for me for years. I think I shared some time ago on one platform or another that I would go from one relationship to another. And that's was coming from a place of I didn't have space and time to get to know who I am. I never sat with knowing who I am, what things that I love, really being okay with not having a relationship. And I will say it has been 6 years without since my last relationship. And it has been a beautiful journey. And I say that because I've learned so much about me that I never knew before. The resilience, the just things that make me smile, the things that I love that just blossomed even more because the focus was not on making anyone else happy or trying to build something that was not really what it should have been, or that I should even been in the relationship at all, because I didn't even know myself to know if this is something that I want. And so I've taken these past few years or so to truly just have that focus on who I am, what it is that I love to do. And I have created those opportunities to make sure that I do them. I love my own company. And one thing that I share with women, especially women coming out of relationships, because oftentimes we are so quick to jump into another one because of the loneliness. Loneliness is a state of mind. And one thing that I heard, or I believe someone else posted, as loneliness is a lack of purpose. And I really sat in that. I was like, wow, like, yeah, I could see that. And, but just really getting to know, who you are, your identity. And if we really just sat with our identity, our purpose, all of those things, we wouldn't find ourselves in half of these relationships that we find ourselves in. Because one, there's may not be any compatibility. There may not be any similarities. There may not, God may not even want you with that person. And we find ourselves in these spaces because we are not healed, and we are filling our space, our time with individuals so we don't have to look at the things that are needing our attention. I would say that's me. That was me, filling our time, my space, and everything with things that would have me to avoid the bigger issue. And a lot of us are doing that. And so what it took for me was truly just having those moments of quiet time, journaling, in my word, and diving into who am I? What do I like? And asking those questions, those simple questions, where they may seem elementary, but at the end of the day, that will help us really and truly find out who we are. And once we know that, it's real difficult to put up with foolishness. It's real difficult to align yourself with someone that is not, that is there, and they don't align with who you are. It makes it crystal clear. So I want to challenge you. If this is reaching your timeline and you just got over a relationship, you're not in a relationship, there's space, even if you are in their space, where there is space. You can create the space for truly sitting with who you are, your identity, and the things that bring the joy into your life, that puts a smile on your face. What are those things? Get to know who you are before, for the women that are not in a relationship, or get to know who you are. Sit with yourself. Take yourself on a picnic, now these are things that I love to do. A picnic, which means no money is spent, because you can make a sandwich, grab some fruit and water or whatever, and drive to the nearest park and just sit in your own company. And do those things or try different things. There's ways you can go on the internet, as you all know, Pinterest, whatever, and find some ideas, different hobbies, things that you would like to do. And really put your focus to that. And allow God to just reveal so much. Invite Him in, I would say. Most importantly, invite Him in and allow Him to show you all of these things about who you are. And so that is all that I have to share on today. I hope you all truly, take this message and really, use it and apply it in a way that you are now becoming content within your own space and with your life. And so that's the whole purpose. So I want to thank you for joining me on today, and we will have a new alert. Okay, so we will have a new guest on a couple weeks. So I will be sharing that information soon. So just be on the lookout for that. Okay. I hope all is well with you all. And if you are a woman who's looking for a community and you're interested in joining the challenge, feel free to go in my bio, click on the link, the Becoming Code, and join a community of women who are intentional about becoming their best selves, okay? And all who God has us to be. So I thank you for joining us today, and you all have a great day. Bye-bye.